Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cap Slam Wrestling. Again, I'm back after quite a few days. I think was busy and yeah, didn't get time to make a video. But yeah, here I am just in time before Night of Champions, which is tonight in Indian Standard Time. So yeah, we have a great card on our hands for Night of Champions, and this is a predictions video. So I'm going to predict all the six matches on this card this time, as opposed to five on other PLEs. So this is definitely one of the big events, and the matches are really stacked. I think brilliant card overall, and yeah, the stories have been very well for all the matches. Obviously, King of the Ring tournament finals, two matches, so that is there. Uh, but uh, but yeah, we'll quickly get into this. I'll start with the light matches. Jade Cargill against Tiffany Stratton for the Women's United States Championship. Uh, I think it's going to be Jade. There is a slight possibility that Charlotte returns and costs Jade the uh, the championship. And you know what? I think I'm going to go with that. Because I think Charlotte versus Jade, I think, does not need a title. You can keep the title on Tiffany, and maybe she can have a match with Blake Monroe or Julia or somebody else at SummerSlam. Because Charlotte versus Jade is the match I think they're going to go without a doubt at SummerSlam. It could be for the United States Championship or it could not be. I'll go with it's going to be a non-title match, just a grudge match between the two because Jade costed Charlotte the opportunity in the King of the Ring tournament, where she injured her pre-match, and so yeah, I think I'm going to change my pick. Actually, I think it's going to be Tiffany Stratton who will walk away as the U.S. champion, uh, retain, and yeah, Jade loses because of Charlotte Flair, and they go on to have a match at SummerSlam. Uh, right, moving on to match number two, which is Ricky Saints against Trick Williams for the men's United States Championship, or as it is called, United States Championship. Uh, this has been a good feud. I think the the mid card scene in both the brands, Raw and SmackDown, has been tremendous. I think especially on Raw, it has been next level with Ethan Page, Penta, Javon Evans, Rusev, Miro, Rey Mysterio, even. So yeah, and even on SmackDown with Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Saints, and Trick Williams, obviously, uh, they had a pretty good promo battle this Friday on SmackDown in London. Uh, so they had a really good promo battle. So this feud is good, but I think Trick Williams keeps the title because I think they're going to have a triple threat, or they're going to run Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams back at SummerSlam. So I think this is an easy one. I think Trick Williams retains the title. Saints has been good, but I don't think it's the time for him right now. Moving on to match number three. Uh, let's get started with the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring finals. First of all, Queen of the Ring. Uh, Liv Morgan against Io Sky. Now this is, a bit of a sticky situation for WWE because, uh, you know, if Liv Morgan wins, she already has a world title, so she obviously goes after Rhea Ripley. What does that achieve? Same champion. Both the brands. That's taking a step back. You have all the things settled here. So unfortunately, I think it's clear. I think Judgment Day turns on Liv Morgan because I think the feud for Liv Morgan at SummerSlam was Stephanie Walker, but I don't think she is ready, or I think she has some visa issues. Something is there, so I don't think she'll be able to make to SummerSlam, which means I think they're going to have a feud for Liv Morgan. I think that's going to be Raquel Rodriguez, uh, because that's the only feud on Raw. You can't do anything else actually. So that is your only option, and I think they're going to go with that. So I think Judgment Day, Raquel and Roxanne interfere in the match. They cost Liv Morgan the match, and yeah, they're going to have a feud. They're going to have a match at SummerSlam. So I think that's what is going to happen. So I predict Io Sky defeats Liv Morgan. You can obviously always have an Io Sky Rhea Ripley match. They just produce 5-star matches, so no problems with that. And I think there is a bit of story, yeah, friend versus friend, so that something you can explore. But yeah, I think Io Sky wins this one. Moving on to men's uh, King of the Ring, sorry, final. Again, brilliant. Like both the tournaments have been really good. I already made a video on the tournament, both the tournaments. I think they've been really good in terms of the unpredictability and the quality of the matches, obviously. Uh, so yeah, I mean now we have Oba Femi against Jey Uso. It is such a tough situation again because uh, if Oba Femi wins, he obviously has to choose a world champion uh, between Roman and Cody, Sammy, or Gunther. We'll come to that later. That is a hell of a story. Uh, or I mean, Jay wins. He chooses Cody because I don't think the seeds are planted well enough for Jey Uso to betray Roman Reigns and choose him, right? I don't think that's happening. That's a lame story because no one would believe that Jey Uso can beat Roman Reigns. We have already had that match at SummerSlam, even I think a couple of years back when Roman and Jay faced off. So we have already had that match, So uh, I don't think we need that. So you have to assume that Jey Uso wins. He chooses Cody Rhodes or Gunther or Sammy. He has stories with all three of them, which is fantastic. Uh, except you can't afford another pin on Obafemi, even if it is because of Brock Lesnar, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu, and hundreds of interferences in that match. You can't afford another pin on Obafemi. It's just as simple as that, especially from Jey Uso. So you have got yourself in a sticky situation, and the only way out of it is, I think, that Obafemi wins. Either it's obviously you can do the count out loss. Obafemi gets counted out, and then Zeus obviously goes after Cody or Sammy or Gunther, and then you have Brock versus Oba. That is a possibility. In that case, Jey Uso wins, uh, and has the WWE title match. Again, not very fascinating to be honest. So I'll go with this. I'll go with Obafemi defeating Jey Uso, winning the King of the Ring, and I think he chooses Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar said one and done, right? 1-1, we are done. So I don't think maybe he interferes, maybe not. But I think Obafemi wins this one and he chooses Brock Lesnar instead of the world champions. He chooses Brock Lesnar for SummerSlam at his hometown in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think that sounds most logical and sensible to me in terms of the future plans. Uh, this is no doubt a tough situation, but yeah, I mean, I'll go with Oba for this one. Yeah, I'll go with Oba. Moving on to the steel cage match, the grudge match, the final match between Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. This has been a very interesting feud. The matches they've had have bit really good, but then again, the feud hasn't had that much of a steam, to warrant a steel cage match. Obviously, if they would have had that much steam, this would have been a Hell in a Cell match, without a doubt. But I don't think that it's reached that level yet. So I think they're going to have a steel cage match, but again, I think you have to assume that this is going to be fair and square because no outside interferences. Obviously, they can think of something, but I will assume that there are going to be no interferences. You've got Braun and Seth. Essentially, the winner faces Roman Reigns at SummerSlam because yeah, the winner faces Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Who are you going to have? Is Braun Breaker ready for Roman Reigns, or is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns still the more attractive feud? So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins for this one because of two reasons. One is, yes, Braun Breaker is not ready to take the title because he can't afford to have another match and lose it, right? That's because he already had that with CM Punk. So I don't think is ready to take the title yet, or rather, the champions are ready to lose the title yet. I think both Cody and Roman, or at least Roman in this case. Uh, so I think, and second reason is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns is the more attractive match, and I think they're going to have it. This is a main WrestleMania main event or SummerSlam main event easily, and I think they want a good attendance at SummerSlam this time. It's 2 night SummerSlam. Is it the first one? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Roman and Seth is what they're going to go with, and I think, yeah, Seth Rollins wins this match because he has also lost to Braun Breaker. I think clean. He hasn't defeated him yet in a singles match, so I think you can't have him lose 3 times in a row. So it's going to be Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins defeats Braun Breaker and goes on to challenge Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. And yeah, moving to the most exciting bit, the final match. Cody versus Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the WWE Championship. Uh, this is going to main event the Night of Champions without a doubt. Um, what do you do here? I mean, this has been a fabulous story. Out of nowhere, you've got this brilliant story for a B-level PLE. All three of them have been fantastic. Sami Zayn has been the MVP of SmackDown, not just this feud. Sami Zayn has been the MVP of SmackDown for at least a couple of months. He has been so good in his role. That's what he does well. This is the exact role that he does well. Right? One is obviously the underdog role, and then next is this one. This has been a fantastic character from Sami Zayn. And with the promo that they had on the last SmackDown, uh, out of all the three, I think based on just that promo and obviously the history, the feud till now, I'll go with Gunther as the least favorite to win that match. Uh, he has very minimal stakes to win that match. Second, first and second really close, but I'll go with Cody with second, and the favorite I'll go with Sami Zayn. Is it the time for him? They can obviously build a longer story, stretch this out to Royal Rumble, which is again in Saudi Arabia, where Sami Zayn finally wins the Royal Rumble and finally goes on to WrestleMania to challenge for the world title. That obviously can happen. But based on just that promo alone, Sami Zayn is the favorite for me. But I don't think WWE is going to risk it. They want the big attendance at SummerSlam. They want the nice ticket sales. Cody Rhodes is your way. I think Sami Zayn is already on a longer route, right? He's going to win that world title for sure. But he's already years past where he should have won the title, right? I think that it stretches a bit more. I think it goes on till Royal Rumble where he wins the Rumble and then goes on to WrestleMania to challenge for the world title. I think that is what is happening. Uh, I think Cody Rhodes retains the world title, and I think Randy Orton returns. Maybe may not be at Crown Jewel, but I think Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes is the match for SummerSlam. And I think Cody, maybe they might switch the titles in between, but I think Cody is going to be the eventual champion heading into WrestleMania, and I think Cody versus Sami Zayn is going to happen there. But for Night of Champions, for this fantabulous story, I think Cody Rhodes wins this one. Yeah, he retains the WWE Championship. So how many title changes am I predicting here? I think there's 3 title matches. I think there's only one, right? Jade Cargill, or actually no title changes. No, yeah. So yeah, that was my prediction for Night of Champions. It is tonight. I'll definitely make a review video of Night of Champions because I think it's going to be a great PLE, one of the better ones in recent times. So yeah, let's see. Please like, share, and subscribe, and join me in my next video.